Hello everyone, this is Dara. Welcome to my kitchen. Today I'm going to show you how to make this sweet with earthly flavor red bean paste. And if you love Chinese baked goodies and enjoy making them at home as much as I do, this is a must to master a basic red bean paste recipe. And that's coming up next on Dara's Cooking. This is a very simple recipe. I use it in a lot of my pastries and desserts as fillings, such as rolling donkey I just made in my last video. If you haven't checked that video, I will link it in the description below so you can check it when you have time. You can also use it in red bean bread rolls, Japanese mochi, and Chinese mooncakes, and the list can go on and on. I hope you enjoy all of them. When I do make those videos, I will link them in the description below so you can check and enjoy them. Alright, without further ado, let's get started. First, let's review the ingredients. What I have here is 1 pound of Azuki beans. Some people call it Azuki beans, as D between A and Z, which is the same thing. I also use 1 cup of granulated sugar. What I have here is cane sugar, but you can use white sugar. And a half cup of vegetable oil, 1/3 cup of maltose, which also called malt sugar, and a 1/4 cup of brown sugar. This one is just for adjustment if you want a little bit more sweeter. And normally I add it on based on my mood. I also use a 1/4 teaspoon of salt to bring the flavor up. Alright, this is all you need for this recipe. Second, let's prepare the beans. Pour the beans in the bowl. Make sure there's no bad beans. Take it out. Yep, now it's good. Add water to cover it up and give it a gentle wash. It's pretty clean. Let's drain off the water. And then add 4 cups of water. Oh, by the way, I said it's a simple recipe. I didn't say it's a quick recipe, did I? Because if you don't have a pressure cooker, which I don't have it, in order to shorten the cooking time, you need to soak these beans at least 8 to 10 hours. And what I normally do, soak it overnight. Okay, these beans have been soaked for overnight, and you can tell the beans have absorbed some of the water, become lighter in color, and also grew in size. As a matter of fact, they become softer as well. The softer you can get these beans naturally, the better and smooth they can break down when we cook them. Alright, let's drain out this water and start cooking them. Strain out this water, give a quick rinse, pour these beans into a cooking pot, and then bring it to the stove. Third, let's cook the beans. This is 4 cups of water. Turn the stove on to high heat and bring to a boil. After they have come to a boil for 5 minutes, strain out this water to remove any bitter flavor from the beans. And then put the beans back to the pot. Fill with 4 cups of water or 1 inch above the beans so it won't dry out during the cooking. Again, bring it to a boil, and after it has come to a boil, turn it down to a low heat and let it simmer for over an hour. Okay, an hour and a half has elapsed. Let's check on the beans. To check the beans if they are ready, simply squeeze the beans between your fingers. They are mushy and they're ready. Alright, now We're gonna drain off the water. Try to get melt water out. At this time, what I normally do, I will take a half cup beans out. I'm going to serve this on top of ice cream for later. And that's my treat for doing this hard work. Next, you can use your food processor to mash your beans. I prefer to use this hand mixture. Once the beans are fully mashed, I'll take another half cup. Alright, this I'll use for making milk puddings. Fourth, pan fry the paste. Add 1/3 of half cup oil and add the rest of the oil as we go along. Pour the paste onto the pan and start to pan fry it. This part you need to have patience. This is the most challenging part for this recipe. In order to reach your desired consistency, it takes about at least 15 minutes. So be patient. Once the paste becomes smoother and drier, add 1 cup of granulated sugar, and you will notice that the paste becomes runny as you stir it. But don't worry, because sugar liquefies it. Keep stirring it until it becomes smoother, and this time you can add another 1/3 of the half cup oil and keep stirring it until it's smooth. So you can add 1/3 cup of maltose. When it becomes smoother again, add the remaining oil, and then you're almost there. It's hot. Adjust the sugar level based on your personal preference or the pastry you are about to make. Some of them requires a little bit more sweeter than the other. Last but not least, add 1/4 teaspoon of salt to help develop and bring out flavors. Give a few stir, mix well, and then we are done. I just realized it may not be that simple, but it's totally worth it. I promise you. Alright, after 2 hours hard work, there you have it, red bean paste. Plus 95% done red bean paste for milk pudding and fully cooked red beans for your ice cream. How great is that? If you are not planning to use the red beans at the same day, I prefer to use mason jars to store them. Put in the freezer, it can easily last a couple of months, so you don't need to do proper canning for that. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, please give me a big thumbs up, and on my next video, I'll show you how to use this red bean paste to make red bean bread rolls, and later on, I'll be showing you how to use this red bean paste to make Japanese mochi, Chinese mooncake, and so many delicious recipes. Please subscribe my YouTube channel and make sure to click the bell icon so you get a notification when I post my next video. Alright, thank you so much for watching, and see you next time on my favorite recipes.